Hey Legionnaires, and welcome back. We're here with some more NTW 3 for you. Today we have a glorious 4v4 custom battle as we have the French actually just getting attacked right now by some Spanish. Like, I don't know what unit this is, but it's the Spanish units hidden in this this building here. They've actually routed an entire unit of like Carabiniers, and this is supposed to be a pretty elite unit, and this has already been routed. Look at that. Already gone. But yes, we have a glorious 4v4 here. We have 3 French armies. We have the 1809 Austria campaign army. We have the Spanish campaign, and we also have the 1805 German campaign over there. And we also have a weird Poland/Russia hybrid. And I'm like saying it like it's a Russian hybrid as well, because I'm pretty sure these units, some of these units over here are Russian. Certainly with line infantry unit names, and having Russian uniforms makes me feel like they are in fact Russian units. I don't know why they're assigned to this Polish faction, but I do not know, because I've not played this faction in 9.0 yet. But yeah, Grenadiers of Kiev as well. So like, yeah, definitely Russian units that are here with Poland. But yeah, an interesting mix for sure. I believe that facing them today we have Spain, we have like Anglo-Portuguese army of Sweden, and it also looks like we have just a normal British army as well, by the looks of it. Yeah, this looks like just a normal British army over here. Looks like it might be just, might be 1815, I'm not entirely sure. It's annoying because I can't tell, because you can't see who you're fighting basically. It's so annoying. But I can basically recognize all the flags, so we're good to go. Anyway, we have Highlanders here defending this town. That's going to be a pretty tough place to take out. But as you can see already, France is already trying to storm and take this building here. Got some Legere set up, ready to go in from Normandy. Yeah, they're desperately trying to take that building. You can see here they've got another Carabinier unit that took this building all to itself. The Allies are also capturing, well, the French I should say, when I say Allies, are capturing lots of buildings across the map. Apparently, I can't really see them capturing, I can't see where they've captured other ones. I guess back here they've got this one. Yeah, it took them a little while to get this one. Grenadiers of the Guard Italia, and they lost some men taking it. I think there was a guerrilla unit in here for, I don't know who for, but I imagine the Spanish. And they took that building instantly, and then they obviously have clearly been cleared out by the Guard Grenadiers. There's some huge French armies here anyway today. But yes, if you're enjoying seeing NTW3 on the channel and would like to see some more glorious musket fights, some more epic cavalry charges, then do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're around here, and a comment to show your support as always. And yes, you better all be ready, you better all have your muskets ready and your snacks and drinks, because we have a glorious one today for sure. And it seemed like it was kind of heating up a little bit with the French routing pretty quickly, but it seems like as quickly as the action started, it's already over. The French decided to sit back. They're going to share these buildings. They're going to allow one side to have one each. And it seems like they're going to just have some voltigeurs that are just sniping away at the men in the building while also getting shot themselves. We do have the Anglo-Portuguese forces coming forward here. They are ready to come forward. The drums have been sounded and the march begins. I like how this British unit here is holding a Spanish flag. I don't think that's how it works. Also, it looked like some light dragoons there just disappeared. Got Sweden coming up as well. He's bringing up troops. I haven't seen Sweden in a long time. And I think this might be the first time it's appeared in 9.0 for sure. Got some infantry here coming up. Sweden, I do not remember many of their units, mainly because, well, I guess we just don't see them as much as, say, like Britain, France, Austria, Russia. But yeah, so it looks like though Sweden is going to support Britain in this sort of assault a little bit anyway. I guess they really want to take out. They're taking out which one first? The Austria campaign army first. I mean, that's not a bad idea, I guess. But the thing is, it's going to be a solid line here of infantry in a moment. Once this other army, the Spanish army here arrives, like joins up, it's just a solid line of French infantry, and I can't see the Allies breaking through really. You can see the Spanish though. Look at this; they're way behind. Like French lines almost, and they're going to be facing the Poles, and the Poles are actually already found like a Spanish unit back here. They're sneaking around in the back, and they're going to go and take it out. And some of their Polish cav. This is actually a Polish unit. There you go. That routing. That's probably going to run off the battlefield almost instantly. That's never returning. Got life cuirassiers here as well. Yeah, I feel like that's also just a Russian unit. That is just a Russian unit. That's it's a strange old thing. And there's definitely a Dragoon unit as well. That's Polskie Uhlans, yeah. So they actually have to say that they're Polish units, which makes me feel this is not an entirely Polish army. Yeah, this one as well, Dragoons. Yeah, these are definitely a Russian Dragoon unit. Why they're fighting? If someone could let me know in the comments why the Poles and the Russians are fighting together, I'd like to know. But here we go, we've got some Chasseurs Cheval coming forward. They're going to try and rout this little Swedish skirmisher unit. And there you go, that is gone. No idea what it is, but it's now dead. And you can see that the British return the favour by putting a few volleys in these Chasseurs Cheval, but they should get out of there okay. Well, actually, they did break. They should return. 39 men left, they'll be fine. Also got some big Swedish units now appearing. I mean, we've got a lot of allied troops now appearing. A lot of coalition forces now appearing. No idea what this unit is. Looks like maybe a Dragoons, maybe. But it's going to be facing off against like Hussars, other Dragoons. We've got lots of British over here as well, lots of British Portuguese. And you can see that the French are already opening up. They've got line infantry here going in, and Sweden honestly looked like he was going to go for the charge. It seems like we're going to see French Dragoons chase them though. And here we go. Yeah, and Sweden wants to get out of there. Sweden is like, nah, I'm not interested in this fight. You can see the Spanish putting some good volleys into the flank of the Dragoons as they run by. So this is going to be a bit of it's a really risky business really here, chasing this this cavalry unit. But I mean, they've committed now. They might as well try and kill it. Thing is, the Spanish also are firing on the Swedes. And there you go, they rout the Swedes, but they're probably going to rout themselves. They're very close to a lot of other nasty stuff. I mean, you've got Swedish cav about to just fly in here. And they're going to go for the guns. British guns are very much under threat. And the Dragoons do make it. And they kind of rallied a bit here. Look at this. And they could go for the Swedish Gen if they wanted. They are getting chased by Swedish cavalry. Oh, and they break. That's a shame. One too many. If they could have got that Swedish Gen, that would have been a huge win. You can see here that it's just, I like how there's a few of these Spanish guys outside the building. They're like, you know what? We'll take our chances outside the building. We'll be fine. No, you won't. Got more Swedish cav coming forward here. These look more like cuirassiers or something like that. This looks like certainly a heavy cavalry unit. And Sweden looks like he's going to take up the center. He's pushing up. He's like, oh, look at this. All this infantry here just pushing up. Yeah, he is not slowing down. These guys look like they're running, to be honest. They need a march. And someone's just hit their own infantry. I don't know who. I don't know who it was. It was this British gun here who just fired and killed a load of Swedes. I'm pretty sure of it. They need to get out. They need to be paying attention. They need to like get out of the British guns. They're just going to lose a load of men by friendly fire. But you can see here, France now dueling with Spanish in the back line. So I guess it's the first proper infantry fight, really. You've got some the 46th line here. Can't really see. If you look from their perspective, they cannot see anything. You're firing at nothing. But these are like some pretty, you know, actual elite Spanish units that are actually regular. Maybe like grenadiers by the looks of it. These guys certainly aren't grenadiers. Certainly the sense unit could be a grenadier unit. And this, yeah, I think these guys are grenadiers. They're going to be some nasty units. The Spanish have got guns as well, so the back lines here. Again, they can't really see what they're firing at, but I mean, they don't need to. Just fire in this general direction. Here we go, look at this. Sweden is going all in with his cavalry. And they're trying to stop this French infantry. A lot of it can't form square either. This is a little bit of a problem. France is going to have to get over its Dragoons here. Like, France needs to put some volleys into the Swedish cav here. I mean, it is actually not helping that the Swedish cav is getting shot in the back by Swedish infantry. But, you know, look at that. Cuirassier just cleaned up the Swedish cav that they had to deal with. And it seems like this Swedish cav here, yeah, is going to get routed by all this French infantry. Bit off more than it could chew. There you go, routed. That's not a good start for the Swedes, particularly on their cavalry front. Not good at all. France has done very, very well to keep its cavalry very much alive. They've got carabineers here as well. They've got some fairly elite cav. I mean, this should be enough infantry to hold off the Spanish for a good while the Poles also arrive. The Poles should start to push on the Spanish, and they could just squish the Spanish here very, very easily. Yeah, look at this. Sweden's just going all in, and I don't know what's a bit chaotic. He's not set up properly. He doesn't need to get this close. He's getting probably a little too close. These are like some pretty good infantry though. Look, you know, it's smart. They need to also look at this. Like, he needs to make sure his units are all like next to each other, or like all at the right angle, because otherwise they'll fire on each other. He is sorting out now. Good. Yeah, look at this. More infantry going to rush forward through his lines. He's going to shoot his own men. Like, these guys are already on low morale, I think, because they have been shot by their own troops. I don't know what he's doing here. Sweden's making it very easy for France right now. Very easy. And France is throwing in some Laguerre, trying to take this building, by the looks of it. Britain is coming up to support. But yeah, it seems like Sweden's just chain routing. France is just sending like one unit here, and it's chain routing all the Swedes. And here we go, another charge here going in. They're going to get a bayonet charge off. Always risky bayonet charging, but I mean, to be honest, with the Swedes' morale, like, or lack of it, they could just bayonet charge anything. I don't know if the Swedes can form square, but they may want to think about doing it with this Cuirassier unit so close. A general's under attack. I don't know whose general that was, but it might be Poniatowski, I think. Yeah, now the Poles are engaged. I mean, they got all their Russian line infantry. They're going to be slightly better, I guess, than the Polish line infantry. But yeah, I mean, these are some Polish infantry. Good to see some actual Poles here. Yeah. What are they dueling with? Well, I can't tell, because I don't know. Lots of Spanish infantry. Oh, I love the Spanish army, though, at least. It's very multicolored. Look at this bright light blue. We've had, like, units in black and in grey, brown. There's some in red sometimes. Very fancy. Very colourful army. There you go, the Grenadiers dueling again. Yeah, look at this. Sweden's just a mass rout. Is this one unit? Yeah, one unit here, Jean-Baptiste. He's going in and killing all sorts. I mean, he's killing routing troops at this point, so it's kind of just farming kills. But yeah, I mean, this French army now can just throw itself against the Anglo-British, which are over here. We also have a British. We also had a little bit of a fight over here. Looks like some dragoons beating back. It's hard to say. I don't know what they've beaten back. That's the issue. We've also killed some British infantry off, which is a bit of a problem. Looks like we've got some dragoons here for the British. I imagine these are like dragoon guards. They're pretty nasty. The British are still fighting over this building. They've got plenty of infantry that's in here. I mean, this is like almost like a full French army that can be thrown against them. This is the German campaign. French army just can get thrown in here. I mean, I don't know. And the British are like kind of stretched everywhere. They're kind of in this, like over here as well, fighting the Spanish army. It's going to be tough, but I mean, the British are pretty like overpowered in 9.0 at the moment. They are very, very strong. They do kind of beat the French infantry. And I mean, it doesn't help though when the Swedes are just standing in front of their lines. What is going on here with Sweden? He's throwing the game at the moment for his team. We've got some Carabiniers here. Look at this. Deep in enemy lines. I mean, behind Spanish lines now. They're going for the guns. I mean, they may get them, but at the same time, they may get routed because those guns got a pretty nasty volley. Yep, they got a very nasty volley into them. The guns are saved. So they didn't actually need to unlimber like that. They got units in this building. They got like another Grenadier unit in there. But the Spanish lines are starting to struggle, as you can see here. So the Poles, so Polish morale not looking too great. I mean, to be honest, if I was the Poles, I'd just maybe charge forward at the Spanish. None of these units can form square, I imagine. Or if they can, then very few. I think the Poles can probably overwhelm the Spanish cav. I don't know how good it is, but I'd say the Polish cav's better. Like, I mean, you've got a huge unit like this, 104 men. And they've got the backing of Russian cav as well. Also, the French are in the back lines causing issues, so you've got to keep that in mind. But as you can see, yeah, so you've got the French at the far side dueling with a British army. The French looking like they're going to have to duel with the Anglo-Portuguese army. Whatever's left, the Swedes and the rest of the Anglo-Portuguese kind of like around here as well. And then the Spanish are dueling with the Poles as it currently stands, along with a bit of the French. We also have Swedish cav over here. They look like they might rout this this infantry here. This is a small loss, I guess. This is Cuirassiers by the looks of it. Yeah, we got them. But I mean, I think Sweden's like thrown the game a little bit already. I'm not saying like the whole game, but he's certainly thrown this like this part of the battle. He's just killed so much of his infantry. He doesn't even seem to have an army left. He's got this cav and he's got like, what, this is like an infantry unit? Yeah, there's one infantry unit here. And that's all I can see anyway at the moment. Unless he's got like a whole other army just like somewhere else. Look at this, this cav's already tired. It's been running around and it's not breaking. It's a shame. I think Sweden must have been a new player. Must have been a new player because they've made a lot of mistakes that wouldn't be made by a more experienced player. Dragoons over here though, look at this. They're going to get routed by the British Dragoons. We've got more French cav coming up though. Chasseur Cheval coming in to close the trap. They might rout them, you know. They might rout this, yeah, they routed the British Dragoons. Well done there. They did get routed themselves as Chasseurs. But I mean, that's a fairly decent trade, I'd say. British cav's pretty strong. Look at this nice long red line of infantry. Hold the line, boys. For king and country. Yeah, there's a lot of British infantry. Look at this. So much British infantry. France is going to have a little bit of a tough time, you know. It's not going to be an easy fight.
Our men are running, sir.
Men are running. Who is running? Oh, Polish infantry running. Getting routed by Spanish cav. And look, the Polish cav's not looking too hot either. They can form square here though. This is the Russian infantry, of course, can form square, not the Poles. The big push here by the Spanish. You've got infantry and cavalry coming around this left flank, or the Polish right. And I mean, the Polish cavalry needs to go. It needs to charge. This Strelki here needs to go. Charge in, get a charge off. Really, also they should be pushing here. Should the Poles? They shouldn't just be standing back. Here we go, big cavalry fight here. This could kind of decide the Spanish-Portuguese, Spanish-Polish fight. Whoever wins this cav fight, but it looks like Poland's throwing in a lot of cav here. But there's a lot of infantry coming up for the Spanish. They're actually going to send it into combat. I mean, is that really a good idea? You'd be better forming square. Like the whole point of infantry is to keep it out of combat with cavalry. This isn't Attila. It doesn't work. Look at that, morale is not too good for the Spanish infantry. Yeah, they've made it. I think Spain realizes he's making a terrible mistake here. And here we go, Strelki coming in. A bit late from the Poles, but he's sent it in, and it's going to rout this unit. Or he's going to at least try and rout this unit. This morale kind of is okay. Well, I say that. It seems like it's going to change very quickly. Yeah, very much surrounded. All the Spanish infantry has just been routed. That is a huge loss there for Spain. Made a big, big mistake. You can see Poland should really just push up on this line. I don't think the Spanish line is good enough to withstand him. I don't know. I might be wrong. It's Polish cav all the way over here that's been, I guess, out supporting someone else, but it's been recalled. France over here is having a pretty nasty duel with Britain. Seems like he's losing as well, actually. Portuguese and the British giving some ground, though they don't feel too confident, it would seem. I think France has the numbers now, though. Like I said, with Sweden gone, France really do kind of have the numbers. They do have the quality. Spain's all the way over here as well. Spain's like everywhere. They're charging. Oh, France has gone in, taking out like a little hussar unit. Looks like a Brunswicker unit or something like that, maybe. With some hussars. They should have carried on. There's guns here to be taken. Oh, they routed. Fair enough. There are guns to be taken there, though. It's definitely maybe worth following up with another cavalry unit. France here is looking like he's going to cut off this small Anglo-British force from the main army, which is a bit of a win there, I guess. They can take that out in time. I think Poland just needs to take out Spain, just get it over and done with. He's kind of prolonging their life, to be honest. If he just takes it out now, then he can just move the rest of his forces over here, because Britain's going to be a tough nut to crack. But yeah, again, they can't really see what's going on, can they? You must fight for your emperor. Die for your emperor. Vive le emperor. They are pushing back these British, and there's a French unit behind us. I don't know what this is doing. It's like a Normandy. It's gonna put some shots at this cavalry, that's for sure. I think this might have been a forgotten unit, to be honest. I don't think it's been remembered. We have some cuirassiers coming in here. They're gonna do some damage. Yeah, routed this light dragoon very easily. That was just not even a fair contest. And now these cuirassiers can kind of harass the British if they want to. Look at this Laguerre, though. What are the British and the Portuguese going to do? They're going to charge it? Looks like they're going to charge it. They routed one unit. Now they're going to have to fight a whole bunch of more. The British aren't too great in combat, but I think with these numbers they might do okay. It's what, 3v1? I mean, now would be the time to get the cuirassiers in to charge this unit. They can't form square while they're in combat. Yeah, here you go. Like, cuirassiers, they need to get going. It looks like over here, Britain's kind of turning the French flank. Look at this. They hold the road now. France needs to certainly turn his entire army just to come over here and face this. There's like literally nothing in the center now. Yeah, here you go. Cuirassiers harassing the British lines here. And they're going to rout these units. These Portuguese infantry can't stand it. There's one red coat. That might have been able to form square. Who knows? Who knows? They're holding, you know. Morale's not looking too bad. Could do with some infantry or something. Oh, I say that as the morale just starts to dip. Yeah, they're going to break. That's a shame. That's 2 more units of British gone. That's a bit of a loss. You can see, look at this. The Anglo-British army trying to just get back behind them, like back to friendly lines, get over here and be supported by, I presume this is 1815 Britain. Honestly, I have no idea. But I think it is. Grenadiers of the Italian Guard here. Still chilling there. It's going to be a nasty unit to take out for Britain. Certainly put it into melee, take a building. Yeah, that's like if that gets into this building here, that guard unit, that's not getting kicked out anytime soon. What else we got in here? Oh, just lots and lots of infantry in their revolutionary sort of style hats. Looking awesome. Yeah, it seems like it's going to be a decent draw. Look, seems like Britain is trying to, like you can see, he's trying to get a little bit of a flank. He's turning this little flank here, and he's trying to like get a little bit more of an angle. You know, pour even more guns onto the French flank. I mean, I don't know why they don't get these extra units up here. Just get them and try and do even more damage to the British. To the French, sorry, and try and even more of a flank. But you can see here now, France can just turn its full attention to this like line that's being made on the road here, and it seems like. What we got here? We got some dragoons chasing. Looks like some light dragoons of Britain. Is that what they're chasing? Yeah, it looks like it. They are desperately chasing after them as well. Wow. I guess they don't want them to get back to friendly lines. And they won't get back to friendly lines. It looks like it's a really good charge there onto the British cav, and that French dragoon is going to rout that unit there. Hopefully the British puts them in this building. If the French put a unit in that building, they could just then take the road. They could just work their way down, I imagine. But yeah, let's go back and check on Poland. Poland seems like he's doing okay. You can see the Spanish infantry is starting to struggle a little bit. Like I said, though, he's got the majority of the cav now, I think, is Poland. So he should try and make that advantage. And also these French troops here should really be pushing up. They should be really trying to threaten the Spanish flank if they can, possibly. I just like the Russian infantry that's bizarrely in this battle here today. It's a strange one, put it like that. Well, they still got a decent amount of cav though with the Spanish. They got plenty of these grenadiers, which I'm sure is going to be a bit of a danger still. It's going to be, yeah, Spain's holding on longer than I thought, but I think that's just because Poland's just been a little bit wary about whether to go in. I think if they made a decent cavalry charge somewhere, they could rout a lot of this infantry, and then they can just make a push with the infantry of their own. They may lose a lot of troops, but might be worth a try. I mean, also these French troops here need to, yeah, they are pushing forward now. As I say, they need to come up and support. They actually are probably the main danger to the Spanish army. The Polish infantry kind of a bit sucky, along with the Russians. But those French are nasty. Or like it's the Netherlands unit here? Netherlands line infantry? It's another unit that's not really Polish. They're going to march forward in column. They're going to try and charge. Nope, they're going to form line, I guess, and just shoot from there. Fair enough. Anyway. Let's see how France is doing. France, look at this. Britain's like doing all sorts of here. He's like kind of giving up his advantage over there. I mean, oh, there's a big old fight going in that fight in this building here. It seems like we've had the grenadiers of the Italian Guard going, and they're going to go into the building now. And that's not a good sign. What have they got in here? They got some Spanish in here. There's some British defending that like wall. Why did I struggle with the word wall? I don't know. Yeah, the grenadiers will go in. The guard will go in. They're not really grenadiers. Oh, they are kind of grenadiers, I guess. Got the goons here. Got someone's general as well back here. Oh, it's Wellington. Someone kill him. There you go. I mean, that's not a fight that the Spanish could win for sure. I would have thought like this. These French are probably like elite troops. They're fighting down their destiny. Yeah, you can see the guard going in. They're just like, kill them all, kill all the Spanish. How many casualties are they taking? Not many, I bet, is the answer. Yeah, I'm 69. They're on. Yeah, they're gonna take that building pretty easily. And as you can see here, the line battle is getting underway. Britain's actually, rounding some of these French now. It can work its way along the flank. Kind of setting the flank there, and it's also winning over here. I'd say and by winning, they're routing troops. Is what I mean. Look at that glorious line of redcoats doing their best. They're coming forward. They're pushing forward as the French retreat. They're going to need that Polish support soon. But the French are actually getting routed over there. That's kind of a surprise. Spain is holding on. I mean, they're breaking the center though. There's a Spanish general here that could be just taken out. He's just pushing forward. Is he pushing forward to fill in the gap or something? It's not a good idea, Spain. Retreating. The French should rally. That's good. I mean, Poland just needs to turn this flank. He needs to actually, like, just put more pressure on here with his cavalry. Get it around. I'm sure that most of the Spanish infantry cannot form square. Maybe these grenadiers can, but he needs to do something. He needs to do something. I think France is needing support over here. Britain is causing problems. I mean, France over here seems to be doing quite well. Is this the German army? Yeah, the German army seems to be doing quite well. The Spanish army, not so much. I'm going to charge. Britain's charging forward, like all the way up here. Spain's turning the favour. Spain. France is showing favour. This is actually the Austrian France army. I guess they were going for the gun. They were like, you know what, we can get that gun. And they couldn't. They really couldn't get that gun. What have they got here in reserve? They've got line infantry. Just get in the front. Get in the front line. Britain and France really are like dueling to the death here. Not much cav left for either side. Seems like France have kind of kept most of their cav alive. They have got this one though. This is a pretty much untouched dragoon unit. They got some like little dragoon units alive, but not much. And there's a cuirassy unit over there with 60 odd men. That's gonna be nasty. This dragoon unit should just go in for the general here. I presume this is another Wellington. Yeah, here I can hear the charge. Looks like he's going to go for it. Look at this. They're going in the famous one man at a time formation. They're going to try and assassinate this general. They may do it. You never know. They're kind of getting stuck on this building, though. They've kind of been saved by that. I presume they're going to get shot now by British infantry. But look at this. Britain's going like back to back. Because they're getting sandwiched in now by the French. And the Spanish, oh my gosh, I just saw this. The Spanish just got right into the face of this, like, Hessian unit here, I think this is. Oh, it's like I don't know, it's like a German unit though. Just like got gunned down, look at that. Jesus, it's going to retreat, it's going to get even more. Spain's like, you know what, I just don't want this infantry anymore. I'm just going to kill it. And the French dragoon did get routed. Did they rout the general though? They did rout the general, and I think that's the general of I don't know actually no. That's the general of the Peninsula Army, I believe. It's not so good then for Britain. They're surrounded. They can't go anywhere. They're just gonna have to stand their ground, hope that they can outgun the French. And they're gonna have to hope that the Spanish can somehow turn it around. But the Spanish are
Our men are running.
Spanish are retreating now. Poland actually did rush forward with some cavalry, some of his Strelki, and did get routed. Spain seems like he's still in decent nick. That's just Poland, to be fair. But yeah, this is the main problem now for the Allies. This sandwich, and it's whether what's this dragoon unit here? They could just come down the line and rout a lot. And here we go, we're going to see it do that right now. It's going to go into the flank. This unit did form square at the last moment. I don't know really if it did form square. As the cavalry hit, it was not in square formation. But I mean, it's not going to come out of square. It's going to have to like come out of square because it's going to get shot by infantry. This is a good combo. Is that you just shoot it with infantry. Yeah, it's now out of square. You need to recharge. See whether they go back into square. If they do, they're in trouble either way. This British infantry is in trouble either way. Form square or not. Like, if it doesn't form square, it gets killed by cavalry. If it forms square, it gets killed by infantry. Either way, it's a painful death. Yeah, British infantry over here starting to struggle. Got some British infantry that's trying to push forward here on this line infantry. I mean, if they rout this one, they can get to the gun. These boys need to start retreating back towards the farm over here. They need to, like, maybe make, like, a box here, kind of protect it. That's what they need to do now. And they've got a unit here as well. What's that doing? Chasing down the cuirassiers is not a good idea. Never chase down the cuirassiers. But they are routing. Look at this. The British are still routing the French. Not done yet. And the British are really strong in this version of NTW3, you gotta remember. Their infantry is really strong. France did like a bit of a debuff as well. And here we go, another charge by the French dragoons. Britain's paying attention though. And they're gonna, yeah, stop that dragoon unit in its tracks. But yeah, no, it seems like, I don't know, that seems like it could go on for a little while. I still think that, like, whoever wins this fight over here is going to kind of decide the fight, to be honest. Because if Spain can win, it's bringing over relief. I think Britain can hold for a while. But if Poland can just scare off Spain and kill him off, he's got much needed cav and infantry that's going to be needed, to be honest. And certainly the cav. Cav is very key right now for the French over here. They bring forward, what they bring forward, their guns. Really good idea. Bring forward the guns, just get them on this like line here. Just start firing down the line at anything. France is on the retreat a little bit though. And the sandwich is kind of getting unsandwiched. We'll call it like that. I mean, France over here, Britain over here though is not looking healthy, but neither is France. France certainly isn't healthy enough to make any, taking any advantage. Is that a general there? That is a general there. Could this French dragoon just get all the way down this line and get in there? That's what I was thinking. Instead, it seems really insistent in trying to take out this line infantry on the flank here, though. You can see France is slowly enveloping this flank over here. Britain is going to retreat its troops and sort of defend, I guess, the top half of this line. I mean, it could also just turn the French line here. I honestly think that Poland might want us to start thinking about retreating in the general direction of France. It's whether he wants to carry on persisting with Spain. Like, he's got the numbers and I think the ability to do it. It's just whether his teammates need him. I think he could win his fight, but he could lose the battle. Like, Britain is certainly not beaten over here, like I've said a few times. They're just not beaten, and I think they have the, like, if they keep it really tight, this formation around this house, they've got a good chance they could just rout the French. They have the position, they have the house, which is going to be a real problem for, like, the French to come and take. I like how they kept that, like, Grenadier Guard unit back. They're going to need that unit up here. I already almost certainly need that unit. I won't be leaving any units at the back right now. What's this over here? Like another, yeah, 115 man unit. Get that up here. You don't leave it. You capture buildings, yeah, cool. But when you're in a fight like this, it's really close. You want every man, every musket on the line. Britain here though, looking like he's kind of struggling. This is going to be the sort of soft underbelly at the moment, because the Anglo-Portuguese army is very much lower on morale because there's no general. I mean, at the same time though, look at this. The other generals have been broken because the British here have been shooting them through the building. That's unfortunate. So Britain now has the British have no generals. This could be a real issue now. French though are kind of still like routing on the center here. Look at this. Big chain out there going on. There's not much left for the French, to be honest. They've not got a lot left. Got Bernadotte here, he's just chilling. They've got to keep him alive. Who else they got alive? We've got Victor Perrin over there. This just seems like where the British are most healthy. And as they lose a unit, they're tightening that circle. And it's just getting harder and harder for the French to come take it. You take this unit now. Look at this. This little unit here just defying the French and standing out here. Got him down. Here we go, Poland. He's kind of caught the Spanish. As well, Poland and the French. They need to like actually, you know, engage this unit. And they need to take this building. I don't know what's in here. Oh, it's these Grenadiers that are like in their white uniforms. They look pretty cool. They're probably going to be a bit of a problem to take out. Yeah, it's got some Grenadiers from Kiev, wherever they are. Oh god, this is not good. General dead, very good. Whose generals died there? Was that? Oh, was that like the routing Wellington? Fair enough. But yeah, like over there, that's not really good by Poland. He's just stacking units on top of each other, and they're just going to be shooting each other. That's going to be a lot of friendly fire. Also, nice targets for this gun. That's just, yeah, look at this. Huge rout going on, and one of them is the Grenadiers. He really should have just... Why he didn't rush his cavalry and take this gun out, I have no idea. Really should have done that earlier. But that's a massive loss there for Poland. He's just lost, like... Look at that, so many dead. So many dead. And unnecessarily dead as well. He just needs to storm this building. I think if he just sends in one of the Russian units, it might be enough. The Russians are good in combat. Spain though, look at this. He's retreating with like the healthy units. Quite healthy units here. And he's going to try and get back, I guess. I mean, Poland is obviously trying to cut his line of retreat back with his Strelki. He's got lifeguards as well here. The last thing they can allow to happen is for the Spanish to join the British here. But look at this, the encirclement's nearly been broken. Like, so many French here have died. Look at the bodies. It's insane.
This building has fallen to the enemy.
Building's fallen to the enemy. Oh, the Spanish have taken the building on their retreat. Fair enough. I wonder if they're just going to defend around this town. I have honestly no idea, but they can't get back to the British because the Poles have got cavalry that's just going to cut them off. The Poles are kind of short on the infantry though. That's the problem. They need to get these boys over here. What are they doing here? Get these boys moving. They're needed. Oh, these grenadiers have rallied. Yeah, they need them definitely to come and help take this building. Who's this? Oh, this is Dutch infantry unit here. Is it? No. Oh, it's a carabinier unit. That's what it is. But honestly, I don't know who's going to win this fight here. But it he seems to be chopping and changing. Like Britain now, look at it. They've got a lot of like units that are breaking. Morale's going. But France at the same time had that just like seconds before. Got Polish cav running by the sounds of it. Yeah. Routing they charged a Spanish square. That's also good. That's one less cavalry unit that the Spanish have to worry about when it's trying to cross this open ground. What's this? Oh, they're bringing up an artillery piece like point blank range. They need to move the infantry then, otherwise they can get shot. But also this is a risk because this is in musket range. Like the cruiser's going to get shot. This is all a big risk as well. But I mean, they are in a good position. They could just fire straight down the line here. I mean, I'd hit it with canister. As long as the French don't shoot their own crew, they'll be okay. I'm really excited to see this in action. This gun is going to be doing some work. Where's the other one? There was another gun over here somewhere. Yeah, this one here. Why is this one so far back? This should be moving up like as close as possible. Here we go. Yeah, the French are moving their infantry smart. At least they're aware of like the potential friendly fire. A lot of players, as we've already seen in this battle, not being aware of that. But it looks like we're going to see a gun go off. I mean, this guy's standing in the gun. He is ready to go. I mean, this guy's also standing in front of it. What is going on? There we go. Oh, they got a gun as well there. They got 12 pounder just set up. Yeah. I think they just unlimber and just then let the crew. Yeah, they did. They just let the crew or something run off. What? Okay, very strange. But here we go. French going in. They're actually going to charge the British here. They've had enough. They're going into combat. It's probably the smartest idea. Britain's really weak in combat, or weaker than the French anyway. Though it's always a risk charging. And the French did actually run the risk. They were both routed. And there you go. The French are routed over here, the British over here. You can see lots of routing now starting to happen here. And after me saying that this was the weakest spot, this is broken first. Britain's going to return the favour and charge the French. Looks like they're going to win. And it looks like are they trying to evacuate this building? Where are they going? Are they going to try and run over here? They're just trying to run away from the guns, I guess. This is not a bad idea. These 12 pounders are probably ripping them to shreds. That's how long that battle's been going on for, that they've managed to wheel these 12 pounders up. That's kind of mad. I guess maybe. Oh, are they just going to try and defend the other side of this building, maybe? Hold the building, but just like basically just give up this side and then just defend from the fence the other side. But I mean, there is a general here. Victor Perrin could run in if he wanted to and actually do something. The Spanish are actually going to manage to get it across to the British as well. Poland, you had one job to stop Spain, contain Spain. I mean, in fairness, it looks like France is just about going to do the job here, though. It's going to be a painfully long battle.
Used all its ammunition, sir.
Painfully long sandwich battle here. And it seems like the French are sending in some line infantry. They broke instantly. They need those Grenadier Guards. Where are they? They got dragoons back there. Yeah, they're still in the building. They need them up. There's still a little duel going on out here. What is going on? But the Poles here with their final, like, cavalry unit, they need to, I don't know, just find a Spanish unit that can't form square. This one can. I think we've seen that one form square. Whether these infantry units here can, I don't know, but they could do a lot of damage to that cavalry unit. Or they might want to try and take out the opposing cavalry, or come over and kill the British. But they're nearly all gone. They need to be careful. Victor Perrin's going in. Or he's going to try and go in. This could be a risk because this is the Spanish army. Don't really think he has an army left, actually. He's got like an artillery piece, and that might be it. I think it's really down to the Austrian and the German French armies. So Victor Perrin dying there is not really the end of the world. But I mean, this is still a bit of an issue. This building, it's got Highlanders in it. It's not going to be easy to take. So I need those guardsmen up, I think. Anyway, that's what I think. But anyway, it looks like the Spanish are going to come across. Poland is finally going to make a move and try and deal with these. Why is he breaking his infantry? He should have gone for the cav. The infantry's already broken. This is like this Russian dragoon unit, and it's now chasing down the Spanish cav. And we've got looks like some Spanish infantry coming up to try and support. Not a good idea. Not a good idea. So now they can't form square, and now they die. Where's the other Polish cavalry? It's all the way over there. They should get involved. Because the Spanish could outnumber the Poles here. They actually did manage to form square. How did they manage that? How did they manage that? They were like fully engaged with the cavalry unit. But yeah, it seems like Spain's going to come over and challenge the French. That's just not a good idea. Just not a healthy idea. The Spanish can't win that fight, I don't think. And it seems like the French are going to keep just persisting and just throwing in infantry, trying to break these British units. They're going to break this one. I don't know which one that is. Whether it's the Highlanders or it's the or whatever else is in there. Probably just basic infantry. Yeah. Honestly, they're going to need like a Grenadier unit to take that. That's like literally the whole purpose of Grenadiers. You just use them to take buildings, take names. But here we go. France is dueling now with the Spanish. Going to do their bit. So a volley for the Emperor. These Austrian infantry have seen so much action. So much action. Where are the Spanish trying to go? Are they trying to actually get to this building? I don't think they can take it. I mean, if that's the case, then the Polish cav definitely just needs to sacrifice itself to slow the Spanish down. Guns here are trying to do their best, trying to harass the Spanish as well, but they're just firing into the dirt. They've routed one British unit. It wasn't the Highlanders, though. It was the other unit. These Highlanders are going to take forever to kill. Because they're healthy, I'm pretty sure they've, like, barely been in a fight. So here we go. The Spanish columns have arrived to save the English. Although there's many English left. There's actually not really. There's no English left. The final unit that's alive is a Scottish unit. The Highlanders. Poles are slowly creeping up on them though. We've got some silent muskets here. There we go. They are routing the Spanish though. Little by little, and the French is going to have a nice like firing squad going on here. The Spanish have finally set up some troops, but I mean here come the Spanish. They're going to send a cabin. Perhaps. Or perhaps not. I mean, what else are they going to do with the cav? They might as well charge it. Charge it as something. It's almost being used as a screen for the infantry, the cavalry. Here we go, he's going to go in. And he's going to run right past the infantry. What is he doing? That cavalry's going to break. That's a shame. The French. See, this is an even fight now. Is it just because the... oh, there's still the British... Okay, no, they've got the Spanish infantry in here now. Wow. Okay, they've actually like just thrown in everything here. And all the Spanish cavalry's broken. And here we go. The Polish cavalry has now come in. It's finally thought, well, my... they could have probably beaten that Spanish cav, I think. But they just waited until it's dead, and then they sent in their own cav. And they're routing all these Spanish infantry nice and easy. And there you go. A big rout for the Spanish. I don't even know we've seen the general die for Spain. I don't know where he's got to. There's still like British infantry over here. What is this? How have they managed to like escape? It's a Portuguese unit. It's just been chilling in a building, I think. Fair enough. But there you go. That's basically the entire Spanish army on. I'm just going to fast forward now. Because, well, the battle's over. We know who's going to win. The French are going to win, along with the Poles. And then all they have to do is take this building, and then I think mop up this unit over here, I think. Oh, there's a couple of other British units that keep rallying for some stupid reason. Just go. Just go. Accept that you've been defeated, sir. Allies have captured the building. They've taken that one. So they routed the Highlanders. And yeah, now it's just going to be these little, like, British scrap units over here, and there's a Spanish unit over there. Is that the general? Is that actually the general that's just like chilling there, just like, yeah, come and get me? It might actually be. No, it's a grenadier unit. But this might be the... Yes, just one grenadier couldn't make it inside the house. Poor guy. And I think there's units in this building, but I'm honestly not sure. But yeah, we're just going to fast forward. But yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed the battle. It's certainly been a fun one. It's been a very... I don't know. It's been an interesting one for sure. There's certainly a lot of new players in this one, I would say. A lot of tactics I wasn't sure. Sweden just kind of like got himself killed. And actually, Poland might lose his general here. Nope, broke on impact. Wow. But yeah, Sweden just kind of doomed his team by just throwing his infantry and everything in really, really quickly. And they're going to form square. They're going to repel that cav. Actually, are they? Yeah, they are not going to repel the cav. They break it. And that's nearly it. There's just a few Spanish units over here that just need to be pushed forward by the infantry here. But yeah, Sweden, I think, made a big mistake. I'm going to say he must have been a new player. And he just like threw in his infantry, got them killed. And then, I mean, France did a pretty good job over here with the British. I mean, the British nearly held on, though. That's the thing. The British did an even like more impressive job of nearly holding on, actually beating the French, sorry. Spanish did pretty well just to prolong their lives. I think if they carried on fighting like they had, they would have eventually just been killed off. But, you know, they retreated at the right time. Oh, here's that grenadier unit. Just come out of the building. Yeah, they kind of prolonged their lives, came like all the way back around, tried to come and support the British. I think they should have done that much earlier. Certainly when like the British kind of got split down the middle, they should have thought, we need to start thinking about retreating now. Like Poland was kind of being pretty passive. It's allowing him to do whatever he liked, really. As you can see, there's like the Spanish get charged here by French cav. Rout it, so that's kind of mission achieved. Oh, they're going to have to take this building. Please tell me this takes 2 seconds to take. I do not want to see like 10 units of... are they going to come out of the building? Looks like they are coming out of the building, actually. And yeah. So it seems like the Spanish are just going to accept defeat, which is good of them. But yeah, I think the Spanish should have retreated a little bit earlier. Poland, like I said, was being very passive, kind of allowing him to do whatever he wanted, whether it's a standard fight, whether he wanted to retreat. So yeah, I think hopefully this battle is a bit of a learning curve for some of the players, and we will see like them in the future NTW3 battles, and they'll like have got some better skills and some some better tactics. It'll be interesting to see. But yeah, here we go.
The buildings up.
They've routed that unit. What have they taken? Oh, they've taken this building here. That's gonna be the last unit I would have thought. Oh no, there's another. Oh my gosh, Spain! Just rout. Just go. No one cares about you. Just rout. Just charge this unit, and then Spain's gone, and then there's nothing left. That is it. That is all that's gonna happen. But yeah, I think it was a fun one. And yeah, if you want to get involved in some NTW3 battles, feel free to join the Discord. The link is down below in the description, as always. We have a really great community there, and yeah, we're working towards like 800 members. It's like going really well. So if you want to be part of that Discord, then yeah, join. The links down below in the description. But yes, there we go. End of the battle. A victory for the French, as we assumed was going to happen for a little while. But yeah, there you go. The players playing as the French. I mean, we've got Nash, who's actually quite an experienced player, and Mosley, who are like two of the most experienced players. You can see they survived with their Austrian and German armies. Mythic and Goldie, I do know, play a lot of Attila, but they are like, this is their like first games for NTW3 basically. I mean, Goldie and Mythic did both do very, very well. Mythic actually taking the least losses, but seems like he had also like the smallest like French army. He seems to have nothing left by the end of it. Goldie had most of his Polish army left alive. Actually, he took the least losses, but yeah, Mythic took the least losses for the French like units. Yeah, Goldie seemed to have most of his army still alive. Obviously, didn't really engage the Spanish entirely. Like, he was kind of just like happy to just let them throw themselves at him, more than he actually was being on the offensive. If he was on the offensive, he probably could have routed that Spanish army pretty quickly. Spain kind of sucks. But yeah, it was then we got aka the Seal, playing as UK Portugal 1811. So yeah, it's like the Anglo-Portuguese army. Did really well, actually getting a lot of kills there, 1300. Did lose basically his entire army, but yeah, did very well. Marshall lands here, taking 160 like that's all. 160 is all he killed. Wow, yeah, Sweden just threw their army away. Don't know what he was doing. I don't know. I feel sorry for the Allied team, because like he clearly just wasn't here to play properly. I don't know. Maybe he's just a bit of a noob. I'm not sure. But then we got Flux, who's playing as Spanish. Did a really good job. Had the largest army on the battlefield by a long way, as you would with the Spanish. And inflicted like 1,000 kills, which is not too bad to be fair with the Spanish. And then we got Fork number 2 here, who's playing as the final British army. So yeah, we've got some experienced players here mixed in. We've got a couple of experienced players on each side, mixed in with a few players I've not really seen before, and I'm going to say like newer players. But yeah, a lot of them did pretty well. And yeah, so yeah, well done to everyone that took part. We'll have a quick look at the unit stats. This is for Goldie's army. He was the one that sent us in. His Dragoons getting 290 kills, like Cav getting 179. Polish infantry doing pretty well. There you go. There is some. There are the kills. If you want to have a look. But yeah, that is where I'm going to end today's battle. Hope you enjoyed, guys, and until next time, I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.